Do you want to learn how to make vegetarian lumpia like this and a delicious dipping sauce to go with it? Stay tuned. You're watching Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. Hi there and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Mary and this is Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. I'm so happy you stopped in today. I am making lumpia. For those of you who don't know what lumpia is, it is a Filipino egg roll. They're smaller than, like, if you're used to an egg roll maybe being about this big, they're tinier, but they sure pack a lot of punch. I'm first got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here, and it's not on, so it's not going to cook, right? 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and that's heated up. We'll be back. Okay, our pan is nice and hot. I'm going to put in, this is 1 onion chop. Now I put all of these vegetables in the food processor, so they are pretty well pulverized. Okay, and we are going to cook these until they're all nice and softened. All the liquid has cooked out of them. This is a pound of mushrooms that I also chopped up in the food processor. You don't have to do it in the food processor, but you're going to get a nice, like a meaty consistency. I think I forgot to mention that these are vegetarian. So these are going to cook for about 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, until a lot of the liquid is out and they're cooked nice and soft. And then we're going to come back and then we're going to put them together. Just wanted you to see how these are looking. I'm adding a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Really quick, I forgot 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, this has been cooking about 8 minutes, so I underestimated a little bit. Now I'm going to add, these are beef crumbles. You buy them in the freezer section. These I don't put in the beginning because they don't really need to be cooked because they're already cooked, but they do need to be thawed, and then I also, if there's any moisture in there, I want to get that out of there. So we're going to cook this for, another couple minutes. Okay, just real quick, I need to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I want this to cook down a little bit also. Again, I don't want the egg rolls to be soggy, okay? So just 2 tablespoons. And that's to taste. If you want more than that, feel free to put a little bit more. But then again, you want to make sure you cook it out. And then I'm putting just a couple of drops of sesame seed oil. Probably 1/4 teaspoon. It's more than a couple drops, I guess. But. Okay, and here's what it looks like close up with the beef crumbles in there. We're going to let them cool off a little bit, and then we're going to make us some lumpia. Now we're going to stir this up and then let that soy sauce dissipate a little bit. And then we are going to be back. Before we get into our lumpia, I want to show you a real quick and easy sweet and sour sauce that's a dipping sauce for the lumpia. This is 1/3 of a cup of water and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. 1 cup of pineapple juice, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of, this is rice wine vinegar, but you can use any kind of vinegar you like, apple cider, white vinegar, whatever you want. I think the rice wine is more Asian toned. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And now I'm going to add our cornstarch and water mixture. And then we're going to cook this on medium-high until it thickens up. And we'll be back. Okay. This took about 5 minutes. There we go. Took about 5 minutes. Stir constantly, please. You will get lumps if you don't, and you can't get rid of them. I don't care what you do. So I'm going to add a pinch or 2 of red pepper flakes, just because that's what I like. If you don't want to put that in there, feel free to not do it. Just a couple of them in there. I also like the way they look. I have some lumpia wrappers. They say Filipino lumpia. This stuff is like rubber. Like, let's see if you can see it. Watch. See how it sort of pulls off of there. Don't be afraid to pull it. It can take it. Okay. All right. Set that aside. Now you want it like a diamond, so we want the pointy end towards us. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of filling in here. Make it into like a log here. I've got my oil heating up because these get fried. Okay, so we're gonna put the first little tip over the filling, and then we're gonna roll under, and then we're going to take the sides over. You're wrapping it just like a burrito, but it's an egg roll, right? And I'm gonna take a little extra here. Okay, then we're gonna roll it up as tight as you can without ripping it, of course. Okay. Okay, and you just roll it up to the tip, and there you have lumpia. I'm going to move the camera closer so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, now you can see a little bit better. I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of the filling, put it near this corner here, make like a little log out of it, okay? Put that first tip over, roll it just a couple of rolls, then bring the sides over, and roll it as tightly as you can to here, and then we're going to put a little bit of water here, and then that's just going to help it seal. In there. Perfect lumpia, if I say so myself. Watch. See? And again, it can take it. Do it gently, but it can take it. I'm going to put our little scoop. We're going to make our scoop into a log. Pull the first flap over. And then we're going to take this whole thing here. See how we're doing there? We want that whole thing tucked in when we do it, when we roll it. Okay, tightly as you can. Oh. Now we're going to put a little bit of water here on the ends, and we roll it up, and it sticks. Okay, our thermometer has reached 350 degrees. Now it's time to fry our lumpia. Got about 2 to 3 inches of oil here. Everything's cooked inside. We're just trying to brown the wrappers. These are so good. The wrappers are so crispy, and then the filling is so good. And we have our delicious dip that we made. And you don't have to make that dip. They have a sweet and sour dip that you could buy in the store, and it's delicious. I use it a lot. In fact, I have some in my refrigerator right now. I just wanted to show you in case you did want to do that. Almost ready. Ooh, these are going to be good, guys. These are almost done. Okay, cut one open so you can see the inside. That is a vegetarian lumpia. This is fantastic. A nice appetizer if you like, or a meal for some of us. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.